At dinner, my husband said, "I want a divorce. I'm keeping the house and the kids." His mother nodded. "You were never good enough for him anyway." I set down my fork, smiled, and said, "That's fine. But first, let me tell you what I did this morning." The color drained from both their faces as I pulled out a folder. "I want a divorce. I'm keeping the house and the kids." My husband Derek said it between bites of steak. His mother Patricia sat beside him, nodding. "You were never good enough for him anyway," Patricia added. I set down my fork, wiped my mouth with the napkin. "That's fine, but first let me tell you what I did this morning." Derek's chewing slowed. "What are you talking about?" I reached into my bag, pulled out a thick folder. "I met with 3 people today. My attorney, a forensic accountant, and a private investigator." Patricia's wine glass stopped halfway to her lips. "What did you do?" Derek's voice went tight. "I did what I should have done 2 years ago when you started acting suspicious. I investigated. I opened the folder, spread documents across the table. This is your bank account. The one you thought I didn't know about. The one with $85,000 in it." Derek's face went white. "Money you've been siphoning from our joint accounts for 3 years. That's my money. Our money. Marital assets. You've been hiding it. That's illegal." I pulled out more papers. "These are credit card statements. You've been taking someone named Vanessa on vacation. 4 trips in 18 months. Patricia set down her glass. "Who's Vanessa?" "His paralegal. 24 years old. Also married." Derek stood up. "You had no right. I had every right. You're my husband. You vowed to be faithful." I kept going. "This is the deed to your mother's house." Patricia's eyes widened. "How did you? The house you claimed you bought with your retirement savings? You didn't. Derek bought it. With our money. $340,000. Without my knowledge or consent. That was a gift from my mother. Using marital funds without spousal consent. Also illegal." I pulled out photos. Derek and Vanessa holding hands. Kissing. Entering a hotel. "Your investigator followed you for 6 weeks. Documented everything." Derek grabbed for the photos. I pulled them back. "These are copies. The originals are with my attorney." Patricia found her voice. "This is entrapment. No, this is evidence. Of adultery. Of financial fraud. Of your son being a lying, cheating thief." I stood up, gathered my papers. "So here's what's actually going to happen. I'm filing for divorce tomorrow. I'm seeking full custody based on Derek's affair and financial irresponsibility. I'm also suing for the return of the $340,000 he spent on your house." "You can't take my house," Patricia shrieked. "It was bought with stolen money." "Yes, I can." Derek blocked my path. "The kids are mine. The kids are 7 and 9. Old enough to tell a judge who takes care of them. Who helps with homework. Who goes to their games and recitals." His jaw clenched. We both knew the answer. Me. "You were never home, Derek. You were too busy with Vanessa. This is blackmail. No, this is consequences. You wanted a divorce? Congratulations. You're getting one. On my terms." I walked to the door. Stopped. "Oh, and Derek. I called Vanessa's husband this afternoon. Gave him copies of everything. He's filing for divorce too. And naming you as the cause." Derek's knees buckled. He sat down hard. "You destroyed my life," he whispered. "No, you destroyed it yourself. I'm just making sure everyone knows what you did." Patricia started crying. "How could you be so cruel? How could you raise a son who thinks he can steal from his wife and cheat on his family?" I left them sitting there, both crying. Drove to my sister's house where my kids were having a sleepover. They didn't need to see their father's world collapse. 2 days later, Derek's attorney called mine. "My client would like to negotiate." "No negotiation. He accepts my terms or we go to court." With all the evidence. Derek accepted. I got the house. Primary custody. He paid back the $340,000. Patricia had to sell her house to cover it. Vanessa's husband got full custody of their kids. She lost everything too. Derek sees our children every other weekend. Supervised, because I don't trust him. Last week he asked if we could talk. "The kids miss me," he said. "Then you should have thought about that before you cheated and stole from us." "I made a mistake." "You made 1,000 mistakes. Every lie. Every secret account. Every hotel room. Can't you forgive me?" I thought about that dinner. His mother's cruel words. His smug face. No, some things can't be forgiven. They can only be remembered. I closed the door. Inside, my kids were laughing. Safe. Happy. Without him we were better. And that's all that mattered.